Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to the Owings Cornering 200, the final race of the debut season of the Busch Series. We're about to crown a champion in the Busch Series, and after Billy Kitchen's shocking championship last night in the Truck Series, are we going to have another shocker of a champion, or are we going to finally have a surprising champion here in this race? Last week at Homestead, we had Annika Ricci, Malin Lee, Elizabeth Gardner, and Liliana Bata uh, that parted from the playoffs as they were the four drivers eliminated from the championship, leaving us with Drake Robertson, Lucy Myers, Azar Amirmoez, and Jay Green as the champion. As you look at the rest of the starting grid, Kyle Langland's on the pole for today's race. He's not going for the championship. He's just looking for his first win of the year. 20th in points is where he's situated. Prudence Martindale is alongside, also looking for her first win of the year. She's 22nd in the championship. Drake Robertson is the highest of the play of the championship for. He starts third. And Brad Blackmon, who was eliminated from round one of the championship, he is ninth in the point standings. So it's going to be interesting, Cody, as far as how this will play out. As like I said, you've already seen the rest of the lineup, and we're going to get these trucks, or not trucks, we're going to get these cars going. My mind's already thinking about next season's truck series. I don't know why. Wow, Azar Amirmoez is starting at the rear of the field. Going to be interesting to see how that goes. Of course, all 12 of the playoff drivers this season in Busch going up to the Winston Cup Series next season. Just like I did for the truck race, want to thank these Busch Series drivers, the 38 that ran full time for an incredible season, and then the two that came in late in the season, Tula Topola and Taylor Valley. Of course, those two will be back full time next season in Busch. The thing is, for those two, they will not have any R next to their names because of the fact they took part in more than 7 Busch races this season. As we're getting ready for the final race of the Busch Series, it is green. We're underway at Toronto. Drake Robertson wants to go for the race lead. Drake Robertson had good starting track position. Remember, he technically was in a must-win situation last week at Homestead. Lucas Albon nearly touched the 92 there. Drake Robertson will go to Winston Cup next season. Going to see him full time. And the caution is out for the first time here tonight. Drag race to the line. Who won that battle? It will be Jimmy Baker making his final start in the 35. And now the question is, were any of the championship 4 drivers involved? If they are, this could end their championship hopes just like that. Taylor Valley is involved. Bruno Wood, T Jumiaka. Don't know if Noah Parker's got damage. Slow down, and Tico just ran the back of. Yeah, Noah's got some damage to his machine. Sally Ford's got a lot of damage to her Great Clips Ford. Taylor Valley looks like her night's going to come to an end. Caution's out for the first time tonight. Let's jump back, look at a replay to see what happened. All right, let's see from Bruno Wood's perspective. Oh, looks like Darby King hooked Sally Foster into Bruno Wood. Also collected Landon Ching nearly. And then Taylor Valley's going to have nowhere to go as she clips the Toys R Us Chevrolet and got up into Noah Parker. But that's not... that's where she got the black smoke of death. Blake Pepper's got a lot of damage to his Express Employment Professionals Dodge. And then T Jumiaka got spun by somebody. Who spun him out? Looks like it was Darby King again and Elizabeth Gardner, who was recently eliminated from the playoffs. I think Gardner was trying to get back on the track, didn't give King any room, and that's what spun the Wolf Pontiac into the wall. That's a shame for Taylor Valley. Got a win this season with Indiana Motorsports, even though she was late in the season, but her night's going to come to an end. But I'm really looking forward to seeing her next season here in the Busch Series. As the caution's out for the first time this evening, let's jump to the restart here at Toronto. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing on lap number 7 of 40. Should give us a total of 34 laps to go in this race. Thankfully, none of the playoff drivers, the championship 4, I should say, were involved in that incident. That is the good news. In that respect. The bad news is we have some drivers that are out of the race. 2 of them, to be exact, Blake Peppers and Taylor Valley. Neither of them were in the playoffs this season. Taylor Valley was a part-time driver. Will finish dead last, even though she missed 10 races. And then the 90 machine of Blake Peppers, 16th in points. This will be a damper to his season. Baker is the leader. Albon second. Then it's Farmer, Danny Rant, Drake Robertson, the top 5. Jake Littletown, Kyle Langland, Prudence Martindale, Lucy Myers, and Diego Marquez was your top 10 coming back to the restart. Been a Kyle Langland was on the. Oh, there goes Littletown. There goes Littletown into Drake Robertson. One of the championship contenders is out. Martindale's in it. Jake Littletown's in it. That will end Drake Robertson's championship hopes. Kyle Langland impaled in the pit wall. Caution's out. Oh, boy. Oh, got more involved. Liliana Beta, who was recently eliminated. Riley Roblier is involved. Oh, we've had a big wreck. Caution's out for the second time tonight, but Drake Robertson, one of the championship contenders, got taken out, and he will not win the championship, which is a shame for him. He had to win to get his way into the Final Four, and he gets taken out. Let's go see what happened. Well, you got to feel bad for Drake Robertson, but I don't know what these 2 clowns were doing here. As I don't know what Kyle Langland had against Jake Littletown, and he just spun the Keystone Light around and just nowhere for Drake Robertson. Prudence Martindale, Danny Rant got a piece of it. And then I think Kyle Langland was trying to get to pit road, and Tony Lopez got in his way. Kyle Langland hits Tony Lopez, and then he just hits the pit wall like that. And that just pretty much ended his day. But what happened to Riley Roblier? That was my next question. He's already got damage. There must have been another incident. Oh, there was. There was another incident I was not aware of. Okay, this involved Liliana Beta. This was coming back to the caution. And I don't know what the 5 was doing. I don't know what Chloe Carmichael was doing. And then she gets into Kevin Lambert, last week's winner, or former winner this season. The 4 got a piece of it. That was Landon Chang. And I believe that was the one who got Riley Roblier right there. Took the rear bumper of the Geico Chevrolet off, but Kyle Langland, I bet he'll probably have an explanation why he dumped Jake Littletown, and I don't know what the 5's problem is, and that's a shame for Liliana Beta, who is going to end her season with a DNF, and we're being told Chloe Carmichael to the Busch hauler after the race, and rightfully so, because that was just ridiculous. And I hate that for Liliana Beta. So caution's out for the second time tonight. We have some tempers flaring for some odd reason. And let's get to the restart here at Toronto. Well, I don't know if we had to bring Fight Night to Toronto or not, but apparently we did, as we're going to go back to green on lap number 13 of 40. The truck race was calm and collective. This race just got out of hand, if you ask me. Lucas Albon is the leader, Jimmy Baker second, Luna Farmer third, Brad Blackmon in fourth, Makar Amirmoez fifth, Justin Hugo sixth, Lucy Myers is seventh, Suni Su eighth, Diego Marquez ninth, and L Pelekai completes the top 10. Lucy Myers is now the championship favorite as far as that is concerned. Out of the race after that incident, Kyle Langland, Prudence Martindale, Jake Littletown, who has actually been invited to the Busch hauler for slapping Kyle Langland, which fisticuffs broke out between those two, and also not listening to the officials of getting into the ambulance to go to the care center. Drake Robertson will finish 36. What a tough break for him. Also for Liliana Beta and Riley Roblier, and they joined Taylor Valley and Blake Peppers, who have gone behind the wall, as we have 32 drivers on the lead lap and in the race. And I bet you Kyle Langland probably will apologize to Drake Robertson, but Jake Littletown, that was kind of out of his own league. And like I said, they just took out a playoff contender, which I kind of figured that was about to happen sooner or later, the way those two were roughing. But I don't know what the issue was between the 26 and the 30 to begin with. Unfortunately, collected Prudence Martindale, who had no business of being involved in that incident. And Martindale was 22nd in points. This could take her possibly out of getting locked into the show for next season, because if you're not aware, the top 30 after tonight's race will be locked in the show. Looking at the drivers out of the race here. Kyle Langland was 20th in points. That will be a big hit for him. Jake Littletown, 18th in the points. Liliana Beta was eliminated from the playoffs. She'll still be in the top 12 in the points, so she doesn't have to worry about that. But Riley Roblier, I think that will take him out of the top 30 as far as getting himself locked in the show, because you need to be in the top 30 in the points for the Busch Series to be locked into the season opener, and Riley Roblier is going to have to qualify his way in on time, unfortunately. Considering the Busch Series next season is going to have a massive entry list, and a good chance a lot of those drivers are not going to make the show. Oh, I heard scraping. Caution! Oh, big wreck! Bart Simpson, Annika Ricci, Azar Amirmoez, the championship contender! Noah Parker just got rear-ended. Jimmy Baker, Emily Green, Morgan Le Fay. Careful, Lucas. Careful. Our third caution of the night. Elizabeth Gardner was eliminated. Sally Ford. Azar Amirmoez. Oh, they're wrecking. Luna Farmer's wrecked. Sunia Su. What is going on with these drivers tonight? Caution's out for the third time tonight. Let's go see what the hell happens. We're halfway through this race. Well, I don't know what the hell these drivers were drinking before this race began, but this got out of hand. Makara gets dumped by Bart Simpson. And unfortunately, Makara took out her sister. and Katsura. It took out all three of the Amirmoez, and then Jimmy Baker, not paying any attention, cleans out Morgan Le Fay. There's Emily Green. Sally Ford failed to use the brakes. Danny Rant failed to use the brakes. Noah Parker got clipped. Like, these drivers are just racing like freaking idiots, if you ask me. And then Makara just rammed the Rock Automation Chevy of Noah Parker, and that got him stuck on the apron, had to teleport to pit road, but good night. And then I want to investigate what the hell happened with Luna Farmer, because I don't know what happened to her, because she was smoking. Let's see. Oh, because Noah Parker was right in the middle of the racetrack. Brad Blackmon got a piece of it. And then Chloe Carmichael got a piece of it. Kevin Lambert got a piece of it. So that's karmic retribution for the 5 being an a-hole on the second yellow of the night. And Luna Farmer's night is going to be done, along with possibly Sunia Sue. But Azar Amirmoez looks like her championship hopes is going to be done. And that's a tough break for the gal that came in as the number 1 seed in this series. As the yellow's out for the 3rd time tonight, let's get to the restart. Well, this has been a completely wreckfest race as we're getting ready to go back to green on lap number 24 of 40. Albon is the leader. Justin Hugo second. Diego Marquez third. Lilo Bakai in fourth. Excuse me there. Malin Lee, who was recently eliminated in fifth. Jay Green is sixth. He is the highest of the playoff contenders, as I hit the wrong button there. Lucy Meyer seventh. Tula Tavola eighth. April Winters ninth. And Suni Sue completes the top 10. Drivers out, and there's a whole lot of them. Luna Farmer, Chloe Carmichael, which Chloe Carmichael's off to the Busch hauler for her little stunt. Jimmy Baker, Danny Rant, Annika Ricci. Bart Simpson's been called to the big blue truck for his involvement, as well as the other drivers who failed to use the bleeping brakes, like Emily Green, Sally Ford, Elizabeth Gardner, and Noah Parker out of the race. It just doesn't make any sense why we're racing sloppy, especially when the first 32 races of the season have been fairly clean. So I'm really not sure what the deal was, but there's going to be a lot of visitors in that hauler, and I don't want to be in that little discussion as somebody got turned. Oh, it's Lucy Myers, a championship contender. No! And the caution is out. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Tula Topola involved, and that is Lucy Myers' championship hopes done. Well, if the officials don't start throwing the damn book at these drivers that are racing the championship for too hard, I really would like them to throw the damn book harder, because this is getting absolutely ridiculous. And I hate it for the 4 drivers that are battling for this championship, but these 36 other drivers are just racing like a bunch of assholes, like it's the last race of their life. Caution's out for the 4th time tonight. Let's see what happened to Lucy Myers. And this is why Tula Topola has been asked to see the officials, as he just blatantly just wrecked the Hillsboro Coffee Chevy and sent Lucy Myers into the wall, who had a chance to win the championship. And unfortunately, that is going to end her 9. I feel so bad for Lucy Myers, but like I said, I don't know what these idiots are doing. Like, that was totally uncalled for. I'm sorry. I understand you're a part-time driver, but there's no excuse to race dirty on a championship 4 driver Lucy Myers, who worked so hard to get into this position. So I bet you the officials are definitely going to throw a lot of suspensions, which could wreak havoc on the season 2 roster, as that was the caution for the 4th time tonight. Let's get to the restart. Well, I bet you that Busch hauler is getting filled up with drivers as Lucy Myers is out, and also Tula Topola has been parked by the Busch officials and instructed to the Busch hauler once he is checked and released from the care center, and that's a tough break for Lucy Myers, the driver who worked so hard, the gal who really worked hard to get in the championship four, got taken out by an idiot who doesn't want to respect the championship four. So that just really makes me angry. But Diego Marquez is the leader. Morgan Le Fay is off the lead lap. Albon is second. Hugo third. Lee fourth. Fifth, L Bata. And whether he wins this championship or not, Jay Green's going to be absolutely disgusted with what we've seen tonight. April Winter seventh. Michael Ford, Brad Blackmon, and Darby King are top 10. I don't think Jay Green's going to be too happy with the non-playoff drivers, and to be honest with you, I don't blame him. I would have been the same way if I got taken out of a championship because of a driver not respecting the leaders. As we're back to green, then that will be the final restart as far as a lap car is concerned. It just doesn't make any sense why we went the first 32 races of this season without having assholes being assholes. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It just makes it really hard, and now Jay Green getting held up by Morgan Le Fay and still getting held up by Le Fay. Jay Green's already lost the spot to Azar Amirmoez. Imagine her winning the championship, and I thought she was out of it. She's still in this championship, so Bart Simpson. There's going to be a lot of drivers that's going to be, and Jay Green's already passed Azar, so as we're still under green here, and hopefully we can finish the rest of this race under green without any shenanigans. I bet you I don't want to be in that Winston Cup Series drivers meeting tomorrow night after what we saw here tonight. Of course, the Truck Series drivers, they were being respectful, and then the Busch Series drivers just lost their damn brains at home, so. And I don't want to have to do 2 nights of this garbage. We had it happen here tonight. I really don't want to have it happen tomorrow night. Or that would be a pathetic way, as there they go. Brad Blackmon saved it. Then he got hit again, and he saved it again. They're trying to ask for a caution. But Brad Blackmon did a brilliant job saving that car. I was getting ready to say, they're just asking for a caution to end off this season, which, as Tony Lopez got turned by L Bata, they're just asking for a caution to be coming out. Hopefully, race control can get up there and tell the drivers to settle the hell down. Jesus H. Christ. But Diego Marquez, I don't think he'll complain one bit because he's currently in the lead. Diego Marquez was in the top 10 of the points after the regular season, but did not find victory lane. And ever since he did not make the playoffs, he's been so consistent. Comes in this race 13th in the points. He will finish 13th in the points regardless, as we're down to 2 to go. As Jay Green has also taken 2 to go. Jay Green just wants this race to be over. As we're going to come to the white flag, one more lap to go in the season. Diego Marquez will get his first win of the season finally, as Diego Marquez will win here tonight in the running of the Owings Cornering 200. Here he comes. He will take the checker flag. Jay Green off of turn 4 is your Season 1 PCSRA Busch Series champ. And Jay Green, who will be going to Winston Cup next season, will be so delighted to end off the Busch season with a championship. Standings are official. Diego Marquez wins the race. Lucas Albon will finish in second. Justin Hugo third. April Winters fourth. Jay Green, your Busch champion, will finish in fifth. That is good enough to take the championship. Congratulations to him on an incredible season with 2 wins, 8 top 5s, 11 top 10s. Michael Ford 6th, Malin Lee 7th, Leela Mackay, Tony Lopez, and Darby King will complete the top 10. Good way to finish the season for Darby King, if you ask me, after getting eliminated from the playoffs in round 1. And Azar is going to finish in 18th. Lucy Myers will get 3rd, and she finished 22nd. As you look on down through the rest of the finishing results, a lot of drivers finished out of the race. And poor Drake Robertson had a chance to win the championship, got taken out by 2 idiots that really shouldn't be roughing each other up. And he'll finish in 36th. Other drivers that were out of the race were Tula Topola. I don't think the officials are going to be happy with him. Luna Farmer, Chloe Carmichael, I don't think the officials will be happy with her. I can tell you that for certain. Jimmy Baker, Danny Ramp, Azar Amirmoez, Emily Green, Sally Ford, Elizabeth Gardner, who was recently eliminated, Noah Parker, Kyle Langland, Prudence Martindale, Jake Littleton, Liliana Bata. I felt bad for Bata, who had a very good season, and she'll be very disappointed. But looking forward to seeing her in the Winston Cup Series next season. Riley Roblier, Taylor Valley, and Blake Peppers, who have been in the garage area after a wreckfest that really should have been avoided, if you ask me. But that is going to do it for the season for the Busch Series. Congratulations, Diego Marquez on the win and Jay Green on the championship. If you guys enjoyed tonight's race and this season, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. I'm hoping and praying the Winston Cup Series drivers don't act like a bunch of a-holes tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've shown your full finish results. You will see your points, your final point standings of the Busch Series down in the description heading into Season 2. We'll see you tomorrow for the Winston Cup race. Until then, I've been Devil signing off. Good night from Toronto. And thank you for watching another broadcast of PCSRA TV, celebrating 15 years as the best in racing around the world since 2017, and champions are made since 2010.